WGU 39,
When I was in high school, I decided that I wanted to be a flight nurse because I really felt like that was the coolest job. After high school, I went and got my certificate in nursing. And then after I graduated from that, I went directly into an associate's degree program. I finally got my job as a flight nurse and started working. It was awesome, and that's how I really started my career. From a very young age, my mom worked for a child protective service and was a foster parent. And so we had several foster kids. In fact, my youngest sister's adopted. When we sat down and added it up, we have about 20 to 25 people in my family that are adopted, including my mom. That's kind of what my family did. I met Jason at the children's home, and he has cerebral palsy. About 4 or 5 months after that, he started calling me Dad. I adopted him, and he's been with me ever since. There's really two things that I want to do besides being a flight nurse. I do want to teach at a college or university, and I want to teach nursing school to pass on what I've learned as a nurse on to other people. For me, that's what it's all about, is inspiring somebody else to do something, great with their life. And in the state of Illinois, to become a teacher for nurses, you have to have a master's degree. I decided, it was time now that I could go back to school because I had met my partner and things had settled down, and so I had a little bit more time to do those things and some support. A friend of mine at work said, "Hey, I have this great college that you could go to." She said it's all online. So I went to WGU's website. They have an RN to MSN program, which was perfect for me because I knew I wanted to end with my master's degree in nursing. I started looking into the accreditation and found that they were accredited just like any other university, and it would work out perfectly for me, and I would have the exact same degree that anybody graduating from anywhere else would have. Having been a nurse already at that point, 8 years, competency-based education made perfect sense to me because I didn't have to repeat the information I already knew. Then I could spend more time on those pieces of the course that were more difficult. It's set up for people who work and have a family to take care of. It truly was the best decision when it comes to that because it worked perfectly for my life.
WGU arranged the way it was. It allowed Bryon to progress further faster than what I did in conventional college. Between work and Jason and personal life, it seemed like it was a lot easier for him to sit and kind of learn in a comfortable environment to where he could absorb more knowledge and information. It really worked out the best.
My laptop went everywhere, and that's how I was able to get my studying done. I'm a little bit biased, but I believe that my mentor was the best one at WGU because she literally fit me. She's a nurse, so she understood what I was talking about. Over the course of 2.5 years, I developed a very strong relationship with her, and I was lucky enough to keep her for the entire 2.5 years. And so meeting her at commencement was probably the highlight of it all because I finally got to see the person who kept me on track. For my commencement, I was selected to speak.
With my master's degree from WGU, I am prepared for the future, and there are no limits on the possibilities.
Having my education from WGU, when I develop my classes that I'm going to go out in the community and teach, I feel like I can think a little bit more outside the box than I could before because now I have these other experiences and this other education that I didn't know before. Now I'm starting to go to hospitals who have invited me to speak and talk about being a compassionate nurse. If I can teach one other nurse how to save someone's life or how to show enough compassion that you can affect their life, then I feel like I've accomplished something and it was worth all the things that I've gone through to do it. This has opened doors for me.